welcome to the first episode of Ready, Game, Fire, a podcast about gaming and other kinds of stuff. With me in the room is Steve.
Hello.
And Michael.
It's Mike on the mic.
You had to ruin it already. And also, calling in from Canada is Dan. I don't have a last name. How are you doing?
No last name at all.
Well, you have that... You've got that shroud of mystery around you and enabling you to say anything that you want. Although, how many Welsh stands are there in the region of Canada that you're in?
Just drop it, all right?
Okay, fine. Well, we'll leave that there. And we'll kick off with the intro. What's everyone playing, game-wise? Steve?
Little game called Demon's Souls. It's quite fun.
Yeah, how you doing with Demon's Souls then?
It's a bit of a bitch, to be honest.
Going for that non-explicit podcast, continue to say words like bitch and ass and shit.
Bitch is quite clean. It's not too bad.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be a bit of a lottery as to which words we can get away with. I might censor everything just to be on the safe side. Steve, talk about Demon's Souls.
Well, everyone should know Demon's Souls. It's
not a very well-known game.
No, but it's a pain in the arse to play because... If you've ever played it, it's just the most difficult game of all time, surely. Mike, you've had a bit of experience with it. Do you want to explain anything about it?
Yeah, Demon's Souls doesn't like me very much, and as such, I like it even more. So I'm really annoyed at it.
Can you pause the game?
You can't pause the game.
Not per se. Explain pause, Chris. What do you mean a pause?
Yeah, I've been playing this game, and I don't know how to pause. What?
Pausing enables the user to go to the toilet. Either kind of going to the toilet, scratch a hard-to-reach itch, make a cup of tea, you know what I mean? Dan, what do you like to do when you pause the game?
Certainly nothing illegal.
Excellent. God, you are the man that I want to be.
Well, yeah, no, you can't pause, Chris.
Well, what was I playing? Oh, this morning I played a bit of Medal of Honor. I thought I finally got it before it came yesterday, and not as good as Modern Warfare 2. I think that is what everyone expected, and it's fair to say that it's not, which is a shame. But I didn't like... Do you like Modern Warfare 2, Steve?
It's got a beard in it, though.
I haven't seen any beards yet. Not a beard.
Look at the box art, mate.
I rented it, so I haven't got a box art.
Not on the disc, then.
No, it just says Medal of Honor on the disc. It's fine. It does the job, I think, but I think I might be done with it. Chris?
So, no beards as of yet, and no Taliban in multiplayer?
There's no Taliban yet in multiplayer. I haven't played it yet, but when I do, I'll be very aware of the fact that I am opposing the forces of the American non-opposing forces, and will generally be quite confused, as I tend to be while playing games.
It's getting a bit political.
Sorry, politics away. We'll put the politics away for now, shall we?
Dan, are you playing anything at the moment?
Nope.
Great, Dan. Nice. Good work. I'm glad you're on the show. I played Comic Jumper. That's good fun, but it's not as good as Splosion Man, which I went back and played more of. Amazing. I also played Sonic 4.
You once dressed up as Sonic, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I mean, back in 2007, I did put a whole tub of Dax wax in my hair to spike it up.
Didn't it take a full month for it to come out?
Yeah, I had to burn the pillow.
If I remember correctly, it came out just in time for you to go on a date with a woman.
Your memory is astounding. It stayed in there for a month, that wax. I tried shampoo, I tried no shampoo, I tried the special Dax shampoo, I tried beer, none of them worked. But it came out on its own within a month. So yeah, Sonic 4 is good fun. That's a conclusion we have reached on that subject. So anyway, this podcast has started a few weeks later than I would have liked to. It was planned to kick off immediately after Eurogamer, which I had my press pass already for. I was going to open this podcast with a lot of hands-on views of what they've got on there. Instead, I decided to break my leg, a decision I thought long and hard about, but I thought, no, I'll go with the leg break. Try to kick a fellow colleague in the back because he took the last Dr. Pepper. I landed badly, spiral fractured my leg in 2 places, and here I am 5 weeks later, no Eurogamer insider info, no fun, gangrene setting in. Dan, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say that you're omitting some important details from this story.
Okay, what have I left out?
You tried to kick an extremely large man and somehow, failed.
As far as kicks go as well, it was on the more pedestrian side of kicks. and I've never seen such an obscene breakage before in my life. The ridiculous things I've done in my life and walked away from completely unscathed completely astounds me, and then I completely do my leg in two places with the most mundane kick you've probably ever seen in your life.
No offense to the guy, he's a great guy, but I lent him a book once, and it took me a year and a half to get it back. And that wasn't even me. That was you, Chris, constantly badgering him over and over to give it back.
I remember delivering that book back. I felt it was my good deed for the year.
It was a very happy day.
I know, because it's an expensive Charlie Brooker book, is it not?
Yeah, it is an expensive Charlie Brooker book. And, if you had executed the kick, I would have said, he got what he deserved. But it came around on you pretty quickly, didn't it?
When you see this guy, listeners, you'll understand why I went for the kick. He's got a very kickable essence to him, and you'll completely understand where I was coming from. But it was too early in the morning. I didn't have enough maneuver room, and I ended up slightly worse off than him.
Don't blame yourself, Chris. I mean, Dr. Pepper's hands aren't exactly clean of this situation, are they?
Also, let's not forget here that Dr. Pepper's tagline is, "What's the worst that can happen?" And in that situation, the answer is not much else.
Steve, didn't you recommend that Chris writes into Dr. Pepper for how much Dr. Pepper do you think he should have got for this?
Well, lifetime supply. Be
At least.
good, isn't it?
Yeah. And you decided not to write in and tell them your tale of woe.
I haven't yet reached the decision on what to do with that. To be honest, it was a stupid thing. Should I be rewarded for doing it with free beverages? Probably not.
And, they probably don't want their particular brand of beverage associated with workplace assault.
What, even against rival beverage companies?
Maybe if you kicked the head of Coca-Cola or his son.
But not his daughter.
Well, a little clip across the ear would probably be enough.
So, harping back to Charlie Brooker for a second, he's not going to be doing the Screen Burn column anymore, Dan. Does that make you sad?
No, it doesn't make me sad because I don't have access to that column anymore.
It's online, isn't it? They've got the internet in Canada, haven't they? Are we talking on 2 cans and a bit of string at the moment?
No, it's a sad-looking beer can with a whistle glued to it.
Okay, speaking of looking sad, Steve, you look a bit sad. Is that because Gran Turismo 5 has been pushed back again?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, what's going on? Why aren't we getting their biggest game? It should launch with the system. It's Gran Turismo, for crying out loud. There's been 3 Halos on the Xbox so far. We haven't even had a GT. Well, prologue, I suppose. Oh, yeah, no one's done that. But, I want the game. I want to play on the Top Gear test track.
Well, let's hope it makes a Christmas release, because with Little Big Planet 2 cancelled as well. Not cancelled, sorry, postponed. What have we got to look forward to with the PlayStation 3 Christmas lineup?
I'll tell you what we have got to look forward to with Little Big Planet 2's cancellation.
Not cancellation!
Alright, postponement. We can look forward to not having to play any more rubbish user-created content.
Well, we still have Little Big Planet 1, don't forget. So if we want our rubbish user-created content, we can go there very easily. I don't know what else is coming out. It's a little disappointing. We got some wonderful third-party games coming out. Call of Duty Black Ops, Star Wars Force Unleashed 2, Fallout New Vegas, but nothing exclusive for the PS3 of any substance. Pixel Junk Shooter 2. Anyone?
Castle Crashers, hopefully.
Yeah, the exclusive PS3 Castle Crashers that has not been out on the Xbox for 2 years.
It's got volleyball in it or something.
Yeah, I can't wait for that PlayStation 3 Castle Crashers volleyball. Dan, were you going to say something there?
No, absolutely not.
Thank God for that. And let's not forget that a little thing called Rock Band 3 is coming out, something that clearly only I am interested in, but I don't mind being the host for which people come over and drink and be merry and play Rock Band with me. Dan, do you play Rock Band anymore?
No, not really. The last time I played was when I was out drinking with you and Yusuf, and we went back to yours, and I chased away your girlfriend with my version of Blitzkrieg Bop.
Now, for the most abusive man that I've ever met, you sang like a little cherub. I couldn't believe it. It was amazing. I wish I could hear more of that style of singing from you. I Want to Be Sedated is obviously a number 3, but you're not here, so I won't be able to hear that.
The rest of the evening was a washout as well. I mean, you bought the cheapest whiskey available in the free world.
I do actually now remember that, yeah, the taste of the whiskey could have been overlooked by a drunk person, but the fact that it was radioactive yellow didn't escape anyone's attention.
It was basically piss shaken together with petrol.
So, so you're not sad about screen burn. Never mind. Steve, are you sure? That sounded like some sort of involuntary bodily expression of sadness.
I think it's cancer.
Okay, well, good luck with that. Steve, you're a bit sad about Gran Turismo 5. They've said it'll be out by the end of this year, though. Fingers crossed they stick to that. We here at Ready Game Fire would very much like to play it. Steve is very excited about it. Mike, he's Captain PlayStation. He's not too excited about it. I've got a PlayStation. I'd like to play it just because it looks pretty. Dan, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are, I bought a PlayStation 3, and now I've got nothing but buyer's remorse.
I'm going to hand the mic over to Mike so you guys can talk about that. But Dan, why buyer's remorse?
Because it's all I've got. It's the only thing I have. I've got my apartment and my buyer's remorse. Heaps of it. I have to park it outside.
Well, you probably need a bigger apartment then, I think. So, what was really the real remorse part of the buy then with the PS3 for you?
I dislike the fact that it doesn't have Left 4 Dead. I dislike the fact that the network can be a bit dog shit.
Free. It's free.
It's free dog shit. Is that not appealing to you?
I dislike how the PlayStation has entered a new aesthetic realm, as if the old model somehow wasn't good enough, you know. Very superficial.
Cheaper, though, making it smaller made it cheaper, and people like cheap.
Well, sure, but I'd just like to say, if I had my time all over again, I would purchase an Xbox 360 once more.
Once more, so 2 Xbox 360s, which didn't get a superficial remake. Well, Steve doesn't have one Xbox 360, do you? Why you've been thinking about it? Why haven't you got one yet?
Because they red ring a lot, I'm guessing.
First of all, what you're saying is factually inaccurate.
I've heard 1 in 2 red ring. This is what I've been told, Dan.
3 in 1.
Well, it's not a red ring. It's an incomplete circle.
It's true. But I've seen rings which are like that. I'll be honest with you.
Sonic wasn't out collecting incomplete circles because they couldn't be called rings.
Sonic and the Secret 7 incomplete circles. Well, let's not forget that they've solved the red ring now. They've fixed that problem because the new ones do not experience the red ring of death.
Is that a fact?
It is a fact. They experience the red dot of death. And completely different. Can't even be compared.
That's accurate, is it?
Yep, 100% accurate.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting one as soon as I drop kick my PlayStation 3 into touch.
Keep the PlayStation. You never know when you'll want to play Castle Crashers. Hey, we're mentioning Castle Crashers a lot.
Yeah, something's afoot.
Who knows what that could be? Anyway, Dan, don't destroy your PlayStation, okay? Keep it as a backup. You might want to watch a Blu-ray movie at some point.
A blue movie?
A Blu-ray movie. Heard of them?
Yeah, I might have, sort of, you know, in the course of my travels and stuff.
So Dead Space 2 is coming out in January. I'm a huge Dead Space fan, and Kotaku this week reported that the special edition will feature a replica plasma cutter.
Who could possibly fucking care?
The guy you're speaking to right now, Dan, that's who cares. 1,000 other people out there, at least, they care.
With your remote control Black Ops car, you're set, mate. How can you not care about that kind of stuff? Did you get your goggles with Modern Warfare 2, Dan? Did you?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I was wrong to say those things about trinkets that come with video games.
We're now just going to interrupt this podcast with Jamie Cullum singing the Mario theme tune.
Something like that.
Yes, that's Jamie Cullum right there with everyone's favourite rendition of the Mario theme tune. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's hear it one more time.
Something like that.
Okay, thanks, Cullum. Yes, well, today's episode mainly is about Nintendo's 3DS. It's coming out. People are excited. Some people aren't excited. Steve, what do you think about it?
Well, not quite getting why people are so hyped up about it, to be honest. It's 3D, but I'm not really bothered about 3D, to be honest. And everyone is getting excited about playing games that came out about 10, 15 years ago on a little handheld.
Yeah, 3D isn't that good, especially for those of us with googly eyes.
Googly eyes, yeah, but for us to normalise, it's quite an exciting prospect. But googly-eyed people should, get Google glasses.
Does your disability prevent you from seeing stereoscopic 3D?
It sure does.
Oh, wow. Well, listen, let me tell you this, that I can take or leave 3D. I mean, enhanced Avatar. What else did I see? Toy Story 3D.
I saw Piranha's 3D.
Yeah, I also saw Piranha 3D.
I thought it was a 90-minute documentary about soup. I felt like a bloody idiot coming out of that cinema.
So, 3D will always just be gimmicky, in my opinion. It's not... I'm not going to be purchasing a really expensive 3D television along with the expensive 3D glasses that you can buy alongside that, plus the additional pairs for you to give out to all your friends when they come round. It doesn't interest me.
Nowadays, the 3D experience has all the fun of both sitting down and wearing glasses.
Something that I already know a lot about. I've been having that kind of incredible excitement since I was 11, those glasses.
When you've got glasses already, you have to wear 2 pairs of glasses, and they don't fit over your glasses. It's stupid.
Well, I've never worn glasses, so I'm very much looking forward to this experience. But with the 3DS, I feel like, it's something that I'm excited for because of the games. I mean, it's. I know what you mean about the remakes and the whatever, and Ocarina of Time on your little console. But if there's one series of games I'm going to play on my handheld, it's going to be N64 games because they're cool.
And another thing you got to consider is they've got a lot of consoles on the market. As it is, they've got the DS, the DS Lite, DSi. Ultimately, I'm a man of consolidation. Look at all these consoles. What am I going to do with the XS? What am I going to do?
Trade them all in and get a 3DS. I'm sure they'll make it backwards compatible.
The DSi hasn't exactly outsold the DS, has it? What's this new one?
That was more of an incremental upgrade, though. This 3D thing really will grab people by the balls, get them to the shop, and it's going to sell shed loads. That was shed, by the way, not shit.
So just wondering, is 3DS going to look a bit like when they played chess in Star Wars? Is that what it's going to look like? Are we right in assuming? Because I can't quite... is it just going to be your characters in the foreground and look, in the background there I can see a bit of 3D? I don't know.
It's not going to be that kind of incredible 3D that we all want it to be. It's going to be the gimmicky, slightly noticeable 3D that we've seen in Avatar and such films. I know how much you hate missing out on things, Dan. And I know how other people don't like to miss out on things. All I can do is just reassure you that it's gimmicky and it's not life-changing. So you're not missing out on too much.
But of course, they've got the slider on this. So you don't have to be in 3D if you don't want, so you can still enjoy...
What's the point, then?
Well, because you can enjoy these wonderfully higher graphics N64 games or even brand new games like... I'm not sure what new games are on it.
Resident Evil and...
absolutely. That Resident Evil game...
Star Wing and...
You've got to agree, that Resident Evil game looked a little bit sexy.
Mario Kart, loads of new ones.
Resident Evil, do you not think it looked good?
I've got a PlayStation.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. All right, it's rubbish. I give up on it.
Did you all see the E3 trailer for the 3DS?
Yep.
I thought it was utterly terrifying. It was basically buy our console and enter a gaming nether region for which there's no return. Did you see it? People were getting sucked into the console.
Yeah, well, are you telling me that's something that you don't want to experience?
Well, if I could avoid such an inescapable infinite hell...
So you're not looking forward to the film Tron Legacy, then? It's essentially what it is, isn't it? Just being sucked in, / whatever. So I think I would say I was pretty middling for excitement, not too fussed about... I'm not a big handheld gamer at the moment. I think it's those kind of defunct consoles like PSP and DS are a bit less practical compared to your little iPhone that might have fun little games. But at the same point, I do love the remastered N64 game. Steve, I think, is negative, aren't you?
Isn't it pretty much going to cost the same price as a 360 as well? So, $300 is the rumour, but it's probably going to be cheaper. But that's going to be $150 at cheapest over here, £150. And you get an Xbox for $180, like the amazing Xbox. So...
That's mental.
It is, isn't it? I'm sure,
What's quite funny as well is there's footage on YouTube of the 3DS at some expo, and the consoles themselves are chained to attractive women, and the main geek of the video was in no way interested in the women. In my eyes, it was just a wasted opportunity, and a perfect opportunity for him to say, "Do you come with the console?"
Dear God. This man has no timing, does he? Clearly. He was just completing Ocarina of Time for the 5th time that year, probably. Just loving it.
But, Steve, you're a huge Nintendo fan, so this doesn't excite you at all, then, the prospect of it? Not in the slightest, not a teeny tiny bit.
Well, as you and Chris know, I'm not a huge handheld gamer. I have recently bought a Game Boy Micro for £12 off eBay. So
Ripped off.
ripped off. Mate, play Metroid Fusion on it. It's brilliant. I'm thinking of sort of maybe getting a DS in about 5 years' time, maybe, and then in 10 years, maybe 3DS is like £12 on eBay.
Okay, so we can look forward to Steve's feedback on the 3DS in the year 2020. Anyway, everyone knows that women should not be spoken to. They should be looked at from a distance.
What are you going to say from behind?
No, from a distance, within shrubbery. That man did the right thing. Anyway, this is a gaming podcast, not a woman podcast. Any women who are listening, thank you very much for listening to Ready Game Fire. This is readygamefire.co.uk. Ready Game Fire.
If you want to send any pictures in, feel free.
Steve, let's not debase this whole environment.
I feel like I need to bring something up that we talked about on the phone the other night, Chris. It's not a dynamic or organic segue, but
Okay.
we briefly discussed our views on piracy when we were talking on the phone.
Yes, we did. Well, I would like to see video games be slightly cheaper, even if I were making millions. Well, no, that's a stupid thing to say. If I was making more money in life, I'm quite money conscious. I don't buy games when they first come out, rarely, unless I'm a big fan of the genre or the particular title itself. But I usually end up waiting for games to go in sales to go cheaper. I would like to get games nearer the release date. So yeah, I'd like games to be cheaper. Dan.
I mean, I know that you're money conscious because you tried to feed me whiskey that was basically 90% piss.
Dan, you are so ungrateful. I gave you the piss whiskey. What more do you want?
You're absolutely right. Who am I to complain? Anyway, I'll start talking about my views on piracy in a roundabout way. I started working in a new office, a very nice office downtown, a couple of weeks ago, and there's two stories. I'll start with the first. The first story is when I first got there, I heard like a Cockney accent in the office, and it turned out to be a guy, an animator who used to work for Team 17. So I went up to him. I said, "Are you from the UK?" And he said yes. And he asked me where I was from. I said Wales. And the second I said Wales, he popped on a Welsh accent, and he called me a sheepshagger.
That didn't happen. That didn't happen, did it? Did that actually happen?
That did 100% happen.
Can I also add, this is an affliction suffered by New Zealanders as well. My dad being one. I think we've got to stamp this out, to be honest.
It's institutionalized racism. That's what it is.
No one's speaking of the sheep either. They're getting tarnished with this. Why would they want to be sleeping with New Zealanders and Welsh people? So no one's winning at this.
So Dan, I on behalf of everyone who isn't Welsh, I'm sorry that you agreed with that kind of racism and xenophobia.
I think the funniest part of the story is when I asked him where he was from specifically, and there were no other Canadians around, he dropped his Cockney accent and he said, "Well, I'm from Windsor." Right, so the end of this particular yarn is I thought to myself, well, you know what, I'm gonna prove him wrong. I'm gonna show him that that Welsh people aren't, sort of retarded hill folk, and I'm gonna prove him wrong. I'm gonna show him differently. So a couple of days later, I got into the elevator, and the elevator was really, really full. And to get where you're going, there's a whole intricate system of card swiping and button pressing, and of course, I forgot this system, so I was just thrashing buttons wildly, and I was pressing the 10th floor button, and I realized, hey wait, I'm on the 10th floor, I shouldn't be pressing this button. And when I finally got it right, after about 3 minutes of thrashing the button, I looked around, and who was behind me? That's right, it was that guy. I mean, at the end of the day, I effectively proved him right. So, that wasn't a good thing at all.
People like that shouldn't be proven right. That means you got to try and unprove him right.
Fine, but don't leave it to me to prove him wrong, because I'll fail.
We'll send some more Welsh people over to Canada then and see if they can.
Yeah, I know some great ones.
Yep. Ryan Giggs is retiring soon.
And so now on to the second part of the story, which is, far more relevant to this podcast.
Finally.
And that is to say that the chair that I sit on at work costs $1,200.
What?
And that's not because of the obesity. It's because the chair is so well designed. It's ergonomic, it supports the spine. But to put it into perspective for all of you pirates out there, just to pay for my chair, you'd have to sell 20 games.
Is it the most comfortable chair you've ever sat in? No.
Oh, for sure. It's an absolute Bobby Dazzler.
Does it rumble? Has it got a rumble pack in it?
Well, it doesn't have that, but every possible thing on the chair is adjustable.
Wow.
Listen, I'm not backing piracy at all. I would just like to see I'm not a pirate. I'd just like to see a drop in the overall RRP. Basically the opposite of Activision's game plan.
The chair thing is neither here nor there. I mean, I'm just a low-level shit muncher at the end of the day. But there are actually talented and creative people in that office who want to get paid and need to get paid. Otherwise, this whole video game gravy train will derail, and ultimately, I won't be able to buy, or I won't be able to pay over the odds for premium imported beer, and that's the real tragedy.
Yeah, I mean, piracy is something that I think is pretty disgusting. But I don't really see how in this age now where we can rent games, download them digitally for cheaper in some ways, and do other ways of getting current games. It seems crazy that people are still ripping all their games. Some people just don't buy new games ever, and it's and they call themselves gamers, and it's frustrating. Damn it! If you're going to rip games, get a nice little rental plan from one of your Netflix or something. There we go, children.
Still costs money though. That's
yeah, but it's supporting the industry. I think is important, and
yeah, but you know what? Things cost money.
Let's support the industry, but Dan, quite frankly, I couldn't care less if you sat on a spike throughout your working hours. I don't. I think it's disgusting that a man of your moral fibre is sitting on a $1,200 chair. So maybe you should adjust it in such a way that you could spin on it, mate.
Where I work, we all sit on stools, so it's not that great.
yeah, and the stools are all spiky.
I'm working from home at the moment because of my leg. So I'm sitting on a glorious sofa. So I imagine you put in a lot of overtime, do you? Anything?
The office is quite nice, you know, aside from the extravagant chairs. They give us free beer, you know.
I don't think you should be given free beer.
I mean, I don't drink it anyway because it's terrible domestic beer, but I mean, the choice is there.
What is your you drink? Are you an ale drinker again?
What do you mean again? I've always been an ale drinker, you know that. Don't say you've seen me drinking lager because you haven't.
Again as in reminding me, not again as in have you relapsed back into ale. Yeah, you like your ales warm and...
Like every British man should, none of this fizzy cold business.
Well, I'm not your typical British man, so I'm not gonna sit here and speak for the British people, but I'll let you do that.
Oh, of course, that's right, because you sit in trendy wine bars with your long flowing hair and designer stubble.
Sure. You've nailed me, mate.
Bang to rights in a nutshell. Next one.
He drinks a lot of Drambuie as well, I've noticed.
I like a nice pint of Aspel cider. That's my tipple. Anyone else tipple? You tip? No tipples.
I drink gallons and gallons of varnish and ladyboy chasers. So I want to thank you, the listener, for putting up with us as we find our feet here at Ready Game Fire. Next week, it's going to be a completely different set of people. So if you didn't like what you heard this week, maybe you'll prefer what you hear next week. Steve?
Unless you didn't like the host, Chris, because he's every week. So
yeah, I will be here on every podcast. But I am the host. I'm here to facilitate the guests. If you want to ignore me, it's quite easy to do, isn't it? I don't know. But yeah, what's everyone looking forward to coming up? I have to say, Red Dead Redemption's Undead Nightmare Pack is getting me very excited. And not in that kind of way, just in the regular PG, non-explicit podcast kind of way.
Maybe you should buy the game then?
I've got the game in the house. I'm ready to go.
And whose copy of the game is that?
It's your copy, Steve.
And I have my cousin's copy because Chris wants to have my copy. And the thing you're most looking forward to is an add-on for this game.
Don't worry about it, Steve, because the Undead Nightmare Pack is coming out on a standalone disc, so no need to get your knickers in a twist. If you want your game back, you can have it, and I can still have my cowboy zombie fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to turn my Red Dead into a little bit of Ocarina of Time. Anyone else agree with that? A bit of zombies wandering around, open plain, all the majesty. Sound familiar?
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? Well, Ocarina of Time, night time, zombies come out, fight you. Nice open world. That was the first time I had open world zombies. Yeah, you getting where I'm coming from?
It's a vague connection, but okay, I'll give it to you.
Enough to excite me immensely.
I'm looking forward to it because it'll be like a football zombie game that I played a few years ago.
Oh yeah.
Is that a connection as well? Does that do?
I remember a sports zombie game. It was called Basketball Nightmare for the Sega Master System, and you could play as a werewolf.
A werewolf. Well, there you go. In Carmageddon, there was a lot of zombies. So that's kind of like Red Dead Redemption as well. Are these links all right for you, Mike?
Yeah, they'll do. I was looking for just many tenuous links. That was what the point of this link was. I'm also looking forward to Donkey Kong Country Returns. That is my Christmas game, my holiday game. I'm very excited. I love me a bit of Diddy Kong.
Yeah, Donkey Kong Country Returns. I am also looking forward to that, as well as Kirby's Epic Yarn. Game looks amazing. Game looks absolutely amazing. So I'm falling back on the Wii because the PlayStation 3 has let me down this holiday season.
What's 360 got? Reach Around was a while ago. And have we got anything?
Wow, Halo Reach Around. I haven't heard anyone make that gag yet.
I saw Kirby's Epic Yarn at Eurogamer because I had 2 legs and it was good. But wasn't as impressed as I thought it was. I mean, it looks great in essence, but it didn't really ping. It's all that standard definition crap. I'm a bit.
So one of us actually went to Eurogamer.
Yeah.
And you didn't say word fucking one.
No, we skated over that. I think
We did talk about Chris not going to Eurogamer. Does that not count?
What kind of rinky-dink minor league crap is this?
Tune in next week, listeners, to hear about Eurogamer.
Except I won't be here, but I can give my notes on the back of a napkin.
Just to satisfy Dan then, and the listeners that he represents, Mike, give us a teeny-weeny bit of Eurogamer feedback.
Yeah, it was really good. Very exciting. Lots of great stuff. GoldenEye on the Wii looked brilliant. Really impressed with that. Good thing. And
Steve hasn't played GoldenEye before. His opinion is a moot point. Ignore any disagreeable muffles coming from Steve's side of the room because he has not experienced GoldenEye as it should be experienced. Listeners, on the weekend leading up to the release of GoldenEye in this country, which is the 5th of November, we will be discussing GoldenEye past, present and future. So tune in to that if you like it. If you don't like GoldenEye, like Steve clearly won't be listening to that episode.
I'll be at home playing Quake, probably. That's the first person I prefer of that era.
And yeah, running down the rest of Eurogamer, it was a great show, better than last year, and tried out Rock Band 3 and was pretty awful on the guitar. Steve, what else are you looking forward to then for the rest of the year? I guess that was the topic, wasn't it? Yeah.
I guess I'm going to get Black Ops because I loved Modern Warfare 2. There's been a big backlash against Modern Warfare 2, which me and Chris seem to be the only 2 fans left in the world, but yeah.
I personally believe there is a huge demographic for indistinguishable smears of dismal green and brown colours everywhere.
Are we still talking about Modern Warfare 2?
Vaguely.
So yeah, I continue to like games even after they get a bit of a backlash from the mainstream.
He wants to play Halo Reach as well. He's quite interested in getting that one.
I'd like to get in on Halo Reach, but I'm not 100% fussed about it. I've never been a big Halo fan, to be honest. The games have always been fun, but not a fan of the universe. But I know that people are. I'm not dissing the entire universe.
There's no need for that.
I'm not dissing the universe that we inhabit. I'm talking about the Halo universe and the aliens within that particular universe. But yeah, if I get it for Christmas or something like that, I'll play it. Great. But I'm not too bothered if I miss out on Halo Reach. Around just referencing what you said earlier on. So I think we're going to wind down now as we approach the end of the show. If you want to contribute to the show in any way, please contact us at contact@readygamefire.co.uk. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us at Facebook. You can download this through iTunes. And if you're going to do that, please give us a good rating and leave us some positive feedback. Although we also welcome honesty because it will only make us better. Dan.
I was just going to say, if you like what we do, give us money.
Yeah, there is a donate button on the website. Feel free to give as generously as you can. So many thanks to Steve.
Yep.
And Mike.
Goodbye and good night.
And Dan in Canada.
Bye.
Yeah, nice. Also, many thanks to the mini bosses who have let me use the music for the intro. Check them out at minibosses.com. Those guys are amazing. And speaking of video game related songs, Dan, do you want to mention something about the song that's going to close this podcast?
Sure. Whatever it is, it's not right. I don't know what. I've never seen that. There's no words on it. There's no words on it. To play us out? What does that mean? To play us out? I don't know what that means. To end the show? We'll do it live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. So that is it from us at Ready Game Fire, and we're going to leave you with the Hexstalls and a cut of their new album called The Castle Crashes.